Hey guys, welcome back to Kumasao Reviews. What we're taking a look at is the TFX-07 from Fansproject. This is the Parallax Blue Armor for Ultra Magnus, the Classics mold of them, that Voyager version, that's the repaint of Optimus Prime. And you can see I have one pre-assembled here. It's the actual US Classics version that came with Skywarp and the 2-pack. This is the actual later release. I don't know exactly when it was released. I think like 2014-15 or something like that. But you can see mine has gotten severely yellowed, and I literally have had him in cab mode with the city commander attached to it pretty much since I bought it. So I don't know what happened, but for the purpose of this review, I'm not even going to keep the armor on it. I'm gonna disassemble it after this and then put it back where it was. But just want to show you guys how the armor goes on first. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll get on reviewing the figure. But yeah, that's a mystery to me. I did not notice that until I untransformed this thing. Alright, so the first thing you gotta do is unscrew. Try not to strip it there. Find a screwdriver that works and works well. I noticed that these screws strip extremely easily. And one trick, if you have screwdrivers that are like this, if you're having a hard time gripping it, you find your hand slipping and things like that, just take a pair of pliers or whatever, and then that'll give you more grip while you're doing it. Luckily these screws aren't too far in there or anything like that. What I did for all of these is try not to unscrew the back one all the way, but of course you need to unscrew this one all the way. From there, you take it, kind of pull it up and rotate it. The fist just wiggles out. I wonder why the fist didn't yellow and stuff like that. But then you can just screw it back together. Alright, now that you got them all disassembled and yellow, I'm sorry, but I literally did not know that it was like this until I transformed it for this, so it's still kind of shocking to me. Just clip on these leg pieces like so, put the feet down, and it pretty much guides you through. I mean, this is really simple stuff, but I think in fact the hardest part is probably just those screws. Alright, you saw I flipped out the feet here. You also have to rotate the heels back. I don't know why they come transformed. Alright, now technically you can go ahead and you can transform him while he's in alt mode too, or put the armor on while he's in alt mode, but it's just easier if you do it in robot mode first. And this mold has a really quick transformation, so I mean, you're only wasting a literal minute of your time to get it transformed first. And speaking of that, we're not going over the transformation in this video because I just reviewed the Parallax TFX-06 red, and that went through the whole transformation too, so just saving some time there. Now these holes right here are where the fist peg into. So you actually take that down, peg in the fist, then you can rotate all of that back. Make sure I've got it right here. Yeah. And that's the wrong hand. Doy. Alright. So rotate. Make sure that's there. And I honestly don't know what's giving me trouble right now. There you go. Alright. And the other side, I'm trying to find the hand. You take it in, rotate that flap. So, it looks pretty goofy, right? Take that part back, rotate the head around, down, and you can go for that. Now with the shoulder armor, it's all about this tab right here. There's a screw hole on the back of the shoulders that each of them tabs into. It's a very tight tab too, so I like that. Very tight. Friction holds on very well with that. And for something without a lot of locking pieces, I will say, you know, this armor goes on very extremely well. All right. Now from there, I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want. So I'm just picking pieces. The crotch plate just slips on in the front, and it locks in the back there too. Guess I'll go ahead and put the bumper. There are two underneath, and then two little pegs right here that go right there on the grill. So that tab's on. Comes with two wheel extensions for these front wheels here. And they have little tabs that tab on the rims. Alright, and we're about done. And from there, it's just getting this untabbed. Folding these two flaps over. And this tabs in the back and then goes right there. So I prefer to do it tapping it in the back first. Well, I guess either way works. So since the front's in front of me, literally, there we go. And remember those two little tabs that I just showed you, like I said in the last review for the Parallax 06, they do tend to stress, so, you know, watch out for that. Now these, you want the little smokestack there on the outside, and then they just slide into here, right there. There's even a little click to it. Come on. Alright, so not the prettiest, but there you go. That's the gist of the armor right there. And for the guns, around, out, around, over, and then trying to remember how to do this off the top of my head. I know that piece right there unclips. There we go. And then you just take the handle out. It's really not that hard. It's like, it's almost like there's a camera jinx or something. There you go. That's how you do each of the guns. And alright, here they are next to each other. This is the United. This is the regular classics from 2007, 2008 or whatever. And you can see, even outside of the yellowing and things like that, it's clearly more made for the classics armor because it has the matching blue legs and whatnot. So, that's that comparison. Here it is next to the original City Commander. I believe it's TFX-01. Not sure off the top of my head, but there you go. The one that started it all with the Parallax subline. And here he is today. Alright, here it is next to TFX-06. This is the red armor for Classics Optimus Prime. When it comes to preference between the two of them, you know, I'm gonna say I probably like the, well, not probably, I'm sitting here as my opinion, but I like the Optimus upgrade more. Reason being is that I think it's more of an upgrade for Optimus, who's never really had one in the Parallax line. Like, yeah, there's a DIA Commander armor, but realistically, you know, that's a Diaclone version of Ultra Magnus. It's not an Optimus Prime at all, where this is clearly Power Master Optimus Prime, you know, and you have a really, I would say, competent upgrade in the original City Commander. So, looks-wise, I like them both about the same. I definitely like the head sculpt of the red armor more, but I think it does more for Optimus, and if you're a collector, you're going to get more value out of the Optimus one than this one necessarily. If you don't have a City Commander armor, of course, you know, this is a nice upgrade to it and stuff like that. But, you know, they're 40 bucks a piece. Buy both. You're still spending less for most than you would for a lot of these third-party Voyager figures, you know? So, there you go. Now getting to the nitty-gritty and taking a look at this figure itself. It is about the same height as the red armor, that's 7 3/4 inches tall. You guys around about here. And again, just like the red armor, if you see something that's different than the instructions or the front of the box, I kind of do what I want in terms of the arrangements of these armors. I just think that this, the way I have it configured, looks really good. And just like the red armor, from the front of the box to the back of the box to the instructions, all of those pictures are configured differently, so there's no real official way to do it too, unless Fansproject releases something. But either way, I'm keeping mine the way it is. And top to bottom here, just pausing on the face for a second, you can see there's quite a bit of a difference between this and the City Commander face. I personally prefer the face of City Commander, but the overall sculpt is pretty cool. People say that it's two tones for this. No, it's actually all silver throughout. It's just a shadowing in the way that it's shaped that makes it look like, you know, part silver, part gray, stuff like that. It's all just silver when you have it in hand. Going down more. Now the color on the leg armor is not an exact match, but it's damn close, so you really don't notice it in hand at all. Okay, and just taking a look at the posability a bit. 360 head movement. Good up and down look. I wish it could look up a little bit more. But before I get into the arms, these do actually swing around. These open up. And there are missile pods in there. And you can take this piece in the back, slide it up, and the missiles actually extend. So overall, the articulation is the exact same as the classics mold. Nothing's different. Nothing's really hindered or prohibited by the armor. And you do get some additional ankle tilts in terms of these things, and you can actually unpeg these big blocks, bring those out too, but that's kind of ugly. So go ahead and bring the arms in, put the weapons on. Now the fingers are articulated. They're not separately articulated, just that one knuckle there, in and out. The thumb can swing in and out, and the weapons, they're not held by the hands. There's actually a peg on the inside of them. I'm actually going to bring these missile pods back. Alright, I think that's a pretty good pose right there for something quick. In fact, let's bring the camera up some. If you guys ever get sick of me posing these damn toys in front of you and stuff like that, let me know. For sure. But I like doing it. It's fun. And bam. Alright, and here's the alt mode. Again, if you need help with the transformation, by all means, the TFX-06 review is right around the corner. It's probably in the suggested videos over on your right hand side. Okay. It's got wheels that roll. And it does have the option to connect to the G3 trailer and stuff like that, even though it doesn't make sense since it is Ultra Magnus. Now, the only problem I really had with this one, the smokestacks are a bit high for me, and unlike the red armor, these don't go up and down. But what you can do is just take them off, flip that part there, repeg them on. Just the general options for this are really cool. I don't know about you guys, but to me that looks a bit better. But alright, get the box in the shot here. This has been Fansproject's TFX-07 Parallax armor. Now this is still on sale. It's at the Fansproject store actually, not a retailer or anything like that. It's store.fansproject.com. Go check it out. They have a bunch of stuff on sale there, like the Lost Exo Realm Dinobots. They have the Saurus Ryuo, all the Dino King combiner bots, the shells. They have the Function X Headmasters, and they're all at like discounted prices too. So I don't know what's going on with all that, but yeah. And in fact, they have a Black Friday sale. They advertise on Facebook coming up. And you know, I wasn't asked to say that or anything like that, but I saw that on Facebook and I'm like, maybe there are some doubles that I want to buy or something like that, because you just never know. But anyway, this has been another Kumasao review. I think the video is actually going to go up before the full Rin reviewing gallery and stuff like that, but I will post a link as soon as that's done as well. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.